everybody, Jason Burmis here, and unfortunately, John Fitch had to bail out on Mixed Martial Mindset this week, but that's okay because we're going to be talking a little bit of MMA, and if you haven't noticed, this program has gotten less and less MMA, although we do talk about the politics of it, the paydays, the fights, all that stuff, but much more mindset, and that's going to be important for tonight. Because we're going to be doing some big things with Darpa, human brain interfaces, curing all diseases, and what that really means. And we're going to watch a full-on 60 minutes clip of, it's 13 minutes, and I got to tell you, it's pretty frightening. It's pretty frightening, but for the mixed martial arts portion of this, there are quite a few stories that I do think that we need to talk about first. And when we move over to the Darpa full-on watch-along, because we'll go over the story, there are also some other headlines that I'm going to show you, but we can no longer talk about on YouTube. So they will be a Rockfin exclusive. So when we get done with this video, we'll let you know when we're going to cut the live feed here and continue on over at rockfin.com/Jason Burmis. I encourage you to go get that free account right now so you can join us. Because, guys, this piece, I know that there's some like small little clips that are being covered everywhere. What I really need to explain about this Darpa chip, it is not classical RFID, okay? It is actually much smaller. It is going to interact with your biological internal system. That's the broadest way I can tell you, because I know it's going to do that. They're claiming things like diagnose you asymptomatically for any kind of a virus, okay? And then essentially extracting that from your biological material and making sure that you don't get sick from it. But again, we're going to get to that. I definitely want to talk MMA, okay? I want to talk Bellator's card. I want to talk Conor McGregor not giving to Dustin Poirier's charity the $500,000 he promised. I don't know why you would expect somebody like that to actually do that. But then after Poirier called him out on it on social media, apparently Conor has now pulled out of that fight and demanded another opponent. And seeing that he has the backing of Disney, WME Entertainment, ABC Network is playing. I mean, it's all the same thing. ABC, ESPN, Disney. It's all the same thing. That's why you're not hearing about the serial violent rape allegations. But we're definitely going to cover that too before we get to the other side. I did tweet at Dustin Poirier, and I hope that you will join me in that tweet. So before we get going, I do want to remind everybody to check out thegruelingtruth.com. Audio podcasts are found there. JohnFitch.net. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Remember, Fitch, I, and The Grueling Truth, we are all over at Rockfin. We got to be very careful on YouTube because not only do we have 2 strikes, but they actually banned my channel. Let's not forget that. Oh, that wasn't it right there? No, I'm sorry. That's a different story. This is it right here. Banned my channel. Oh, no, this is a video they got rid of. Sorry. I believe this is the channel ban. Yeah. The channel ban right here. And they claimed in a video about transhumanism that we didn't even say the boop boop word or the C word of any kind. YouTube doesn't allow content that explicitly disputes the efficacy of local health authorities or World Health Organization guidance on social distancing and isolation that may lead people to act out against that guidance. So in other words, if you tell people to be people in regards to the boop boop, not even the boop boop, anything, total madness. That's all I can say about that. And that was supposed to be strike 3, but somehow I've put a theory in my head. I'm not going to share that theory with you guys because it could be totally off. But I've put a theory in my head how I got my channel back, and it's a plausible one. So if that theory ever pans out, maybe we'll be able to discuss it, and maybe I'll be able to tell you whether that was the truth or not. Until then, we are 31 days out until these unjust strikes, which, again, I mean, you can go check them right here. We got the community guidelines end on May 13th. So 31 days until until we're at least, I think on even ground, and maybe we can get a little riskier, but for now we can't, okay? For now we can't. So let's talk about this. Conor McGregor declares Dustin Poirier trilogy fight is off. Okay. Oh, and he calls him a hillbilly. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. You're ripped, you inbred hillbilly. Why do you wink with your ears? You effing brain-dead hillbilly. $500K with no plan in place. Yeah, you hang tight, fool. You must be new to money. The fight is off, by the way. I'm going to fight someone else on the 10th. Good luck on your old contract, kid. Whatever, man. This guy, you know how I feel. And this is the thing. I know you want to be... See, Dustin's kind of his own dude. And he's earned everything he's gotten. So, Dustin, what I'm going to tell you, okay, and what you need to do, and you really can't compromise on this. Let's go to it. Twitter. And I think that if we go to my my thing right here, you can just, go down. And these are just, sure, this was a police source in the very beginning of this. At the end of the day, and by the way, these articles now, not from 2019. This happened in 2018. I posted this thread in December of 2019 with the frustration. There had been almost a year, and nobody in the mainstream media will touch this. So, Dustin, again, please tweet this out here. We're going to put this in... we're going to put it in both threads. We're going to put it over in the... Thumbs this video up, the YouTube thread. Here you go. Boom. And don't worry, we're going to get to the Darpa stuff too, guys. But this is important too. This shows you that if they can cover up this kind of thing, because this guy makes them big money in sports, right? Shows you that Me Too is selective. Believe all women is selective. At the end of the day, there is no doubt this young lady suffered a horrendous ordeal. The examinations and all the evidence shows that she was raped and very badly assaulted in that penthouse suite. Again, and there's the link. I gave you the whole thread. All right? And by the way, that evidence is going to include eyewitness testimony, CCTV footage after the fact, physical examinations, you name it. Mom, who accused Irish sports star of rape, was found battered and bruised, discussing statements made by others. These statements are hugely detailed and complex and go into minute detail of every aspect of the night of the attack. Now, at the end of the day, she tries to wait it out for criminal charges. She's actually offered more than $1 million to keep her mouth shut, and she doesn't do that offer. They still don't charge her because that's how corrupt the system is. And if you go through this thread, you'll understand how corrupt it is. Okay, and I have not seen the court documents, but the New York Times has put in their piece some of those aspects, which vary a little bit from the narrative that's here, but not much. Okay? Now think about this. Dustin Poirier, soundly beats the guy. Soundly beats the guy. He's still a draw. It's a circus. It's WWE. It's Hulk Hogan. Right? It's that kind of thing. And they will protect this guy just based on that. You think they're going to tell you the truth? And when I say they, I'm talking about mainstream media and big corporate interests. Forget about even government, right? Not that they're not all amalgamated into the same thing, but they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you the truth maybe when they want to put a, yeah. I mean, read that. They want to put a microchip that senses, in your body before. So, all those people that, and I had people in my social media feed. In fact, I can't forget it. I went into a Zoom meeting with a bunch of my fraternity members, and there was only a few of them in there. They'd been doing them weekly since the beginning of this. And, it was 3 of the older guys, and 2 of them really think they know everything. And someone asked me if I was getting the boop boop, and I'm like, no. And, you're not going to take your Bill Gates microchip? Now, first of all, no one was saying that. I wasn't saying that. For the, disinformation about that certain thing, you would have to go to some of his patents with the tattoo-like, what they're calling, we've talked about boop boops that are inside of animals. Like you're going to get it from a mosquito bite, right? And now we're releasing GMO mosquitoes, coincidentally, right? Well, those little green threads, let me see if I can point this up. There we go. Those green threads that I'm moving through, you know how small like the grain of rice RFID tag is? Well, actually, it's those green little threads now that, they act the same way, only they have way more advancement in them. That's what they want to put in you. Right there. And we're going to play this whole 60 minutes piece. We can't get away with it on YouTube. There's zero chance for what I'm going to say about this after what has happened. Okay, so make sure you do have that free Rockfin account because we're going to get there. All right, other stories that we are going to cover within the next couple of minutes. But this story, guys, I want to bring it home. You can't even get the truth about this, where, we're talking about somebody who was bruised, bleeding after the attack, leaked WhatsApp messages, forensic evidence, the person turning themselves in apparently and them turning them away. Cover up his arrest, him saying it was consensual. Here are those leaked WhatsApp messages. RTE, people were making up all sorts. Before those came out, the RTE leak came out, you should have seen the disinfo that people tried to throw at me and lie about. And at the end of the day, only about 8% of sexual assaults in Ireland get convictions. Gross. So there are videos on this. He's a superstar. He had a Reebok deal. Now that Reebok's not with the UFC, let's see what the Venom deal is. Or maybe he'll get another deal. But I don't want his shitty whiskey, okay? I do want to say this, New York, we don't talk about, resistance enough here because there usually isn't any, but we're going to be talking about New York Assembly Bill 4602. If you're living in New York and know somebody who does, this is the bill that you should be getting behind. That's something we're going to discuss on the flip side. Again, we're going to start with that entire 60 minutes piece. It's long. It's 13 minutes. I'm going to be stopping a lot. It's a tough watch. I'm not going to lie, but it's a watch we need to do. These are some of the other headlines other than that bill that we're going to do right here. Oh, look at that. We're going to be playing this clip of a woman speaking at a California school board. Now, obviously, this woman has been demonized. She's an attorney. As a rioter, but I'm sure they're going to tell you that I'm much worse than just a rioter. Supreme Court blocks California restrictions on religious activities in a 5-4 vote. Should have been 9-0. And now we have special commissions being set up to get you ready to pack the courts so that they can take away what's left. Strip what's barely left. Again, we got some other news about some boopage. I do want to say I'm looking forward to Gastel and Whitaker. Should be a fun fight next week. Decent, solid card. Holland couldn't put it through this week. Again, Bader took out Machida. That's where we're at on that. And this one I'm going to tell you guys. It's been fun on the Mixed Martial Mindset censored. Okay? But we're going uncensored. We're about to play a little bit of this. I'm going to give you guys a taste of what you're going to miss if you don't have a free account. Okay? Because you got to make that free account. You make the free account, you can come join the whole shebango.
It might surprise you to learn that many of the innovations deployed to counter the coronavirus were once obscure Pentagon-funded projects to defend soldiers from contagious diseases and biological weapons.
You know who it wouldn't surprise? People that were listening to me and people that were listening to Whitney Webb, and we were talking about this was a militarized DARPA program. And remember, Biden says that there's going to be a DARPA-like program to end all disease. That's what this is about to discuss. That's what this is about to discuss. So listen, if you are over on Rockfin, awesome. If you're not, thumbs it up at YouTube, subscribe and share, get people to watch this information, go check out the source stuff. But we are going to flip it over just to Rockfin, and you know how to support me. All the links are down below. At Jason Burmis is also the Venmo. JasonIsVoid@yahoo.com. That's the PayPal. But Rockfin. Make the free account. Follow me there. Or make the premium account. Get all the bonus material and get everybody's premium stuff as well. So YouTube, I'm sorry. This is a little too hot scotch for you. We'll see you on the flip side.